The orthotic section is the last area for us to really discuss in depth here. And I think a lot of people are confused about what an orthotic is, what an orthosis is, what an accommodative insole, what an insert is. So let's briefly talk about what the differences are so people can understand, first of all, that there is a difference.
The first one you mentioned is the functional orthosis. That's made over a plaster cast of the patient's foot. It is made of a very rigid material designed to control the function of the foot very closely. It is usually made by a podiatrist or some other physician. Okay. Sometimes an orthosis is called an orthotic. Both terms are correct and can be used interchangeably. The next one is the custom accommodative insole. That device is made on a piece of unique CAD/CAM technology in the Foot Solutions stores, where we can capture the topography of the bottom of the foot, very much like the plaster cast, but not going through the mess of the plaster. The device is a little softer and a little more forgiving. It does, however, balance the foot and support it, allowing it to function in a very normal way. The final group of inserts are used in instances where people may not need a custom device. They are less expensive. They can be used in a wide variety of shoes and types of activities.
For the active person, how important of a role does an insert, an arch support, or an orthotic play?
If you don't have the foot working around its proper neutral position, if it overfunctions one way or the other, you have problems. We're talking about prevention of problems by using a simple insole that's custom made for that person inside the shoe to help that foot function around its neutral position so that it doesn't have to suffer the extra stresses and strains.
Bill, what about some of these pre-manufactured inserts?
Well, pre-manufactured inserts are very, very important. They can work with a variety of situations depending on the individual, the complaint that they have, the type of footwear it's going to go into. One thing that always has to be kept in mind is that the biggest difference between prefabricated or over-the-counter inserts and custom orthotics is that custom orthotics are made to individual feet, an individual left and an individual right. So it's a much more elegant, much closer fit to whatever the difficulty might be. But there are a number of off-the-shelf, over-the-counter orthotics which are extremely functional. This is one that we're very proud of. This was developed in Germany over 50 years ago and still is one of the best off-the-shelf orthotics that there is. It has very good heel cupping, very strong arch support. There's extra lift here, which tends to protect the ball of the foot. This is an orthotic that will stabilize, balance, and move weight distribution smoothly across the bottom of the foot. And I'm very pleased to say that this sells in our stores for substantially less than it does in other stores that work with it as an over-the-counter. But in addition to this, we have a full range of inserts that we can use, from runner's orthotics to just pure cushion orthotics, to a wide range of things, and it all depends on the unique need of each individual, unique customer.
Yes. What about children's inserts? Because I know once in a while that comes up.
I think that children get cheated a lot of times on not having a proper orthotic for their little developing feet. We keep in the Foot Solutions stores this kind of a device, and it contours the arch, it cups the heel, it balances that little foot in the child whose foot is developing, and it keeps it from developing improperly. Because oftentimes, if mom has a problem or grandma has a problem, they can inherit that problem and their little feet will grow accordingly. If we put them in this, we can help that little foot to grow more correctly because it is developing, and we can stabilize it. And once they get to a certain point in their life, they may be able to do without an orthotic because we have prevented that kind of a foot from happening in that little child.
Well, this means we can really take a person from almost their first step to their last step.
Exactly.
Yes. Everyone in the store is a trained pedorthist. Many of our stores have now gone a further rung up the ladder and have become board-certified pedorthists, have board-certified pedorthists on the staff. And it really is an exciting thing to watch these people grow and develop as they pursue not a job and not a career, but a noble profession.
So when you come into Foot Solutions, it's not going to be what size are you, what do you like. It's going to be the sit down, go through the 10-step process, spending the 30 to 45 minutes really working with the client or the patient, putting the right product on their foot, and helping to solve their issues and identify their problems.
Exactly.
Do you live with back pain? Poor posture? Do you suffer from a lack of strength and energy? Chances are you need only look as far as your feet for the solution. At Foot Solutions, we'll show you how healthy feet can change the way you live. Our staff performs computerized foot scan analysis to determine which shoe inserts and products will help improve your balance, body alignment, and strength. Why live in pain when there's a solution? Foot Solutions. Call 1-888-FITFOOT for a location near you or go to footsolutions.com.